Well, here we are on this D5 bike, and this might help you guys see that this derailleur is bent along here pretty doggone good. It's, quite the deal, and this pivot point right here is loose. Look at how much wiggle and wobble we got here. So yeah, it was a new derailleur. New derailleur's here. We're in the process, took the chain off. Well, looky here. We need to remove the wheel because this back hanger is also bent just a teeny bit. But they did send me a new one. And look at that. You have to take the wheel off because right back here are two little hex bolt screws that go in there. And of course, the new derailleur comes with those goofy little aluminum screws. And I'll pull them out here and show you what they look like. And we'll need to put these guys in there. Oh, it's Allens of real small Allens. We'll see what the size is later on, but check out the machining on that. That's nice. And here, of course, is the new hanger. And look at that. It's straight. It's looking pretty good. The other one's bent over just a little bit, but a little bit is enough to make sure that, to make you think that, uh-oh, stuff is going wrong. Well, this is less. I'll pull them off and compare them side by side here in a bit. But this is what it looks like on the bike. As you can see, it was bent a little bit. The derailleur, it's off. And I compared it to the new one, and it looks a little bit too. Well, hello, we're back, and this is the new derailleur on there. Look at that, it sticks up here straight. And oddly, this little tool here is a 2.5 millimeter Allen that goes into the screws that are in the back here. But as you can see, here is the fine new derailleur, and the old one was bent over completely into the deal. There's just a teeny bit of space right here, but the old derailleur, it doesn't really show up on quite clear here, but see this, it's bent just enough to be annoying. And of course, the combination of it being bent and of the derailleur being bent caused issues. My cassette looks okay. Well, while I'm here and I got the rear wheel off, you can see in here they have recesses in here for your rear lights. So if a person really wanted to, you could splice into it back here. Of course, this is for one side and this is for the other side. You can splice into that and have yourself fine tail lights or have turn signals on the front. You could do all kinds of cool upgrades. But this goodie here, on the bike, it appeared to be straight. It's out just a teeny bit in my view, but as you can see side by side here, this one, it needs to be put in like that guy did. He put theirs in a press. And the wheels are not true on the back. They're out just a little bit. And they're out quite a bit on the front. I will true up those later on in another video. But here I've got the new derailleur here on here ready to go. Back in here to be put into position and stuff. And I'll show you later on, like this is the old derailleur, the one that is bent. And it still clickety clickety click. There's still play in it, which I kind of feel it here in where my fingers are. These things are just plastic. Basically, this part here is plastic or some type of really soft whatever, but I think it's plastic. And that stuff gets deformed. And here, this part here, it's loose here also. On the new one, hey, we'll hold it up here, the new one. This just to show you. No clicks. No nothing. It's sturdy. The wheels spin slow, okay. Not as good as on a genuine old one. But hey, it's working pretty good. And look at that. We got the adjustment screw out there. This guy right here is preset. And if I remember, my memory serves me right, yeah, here's the one on the old one. And it's preset there also. So we should be good to go on that. But just a reminder, you know, you will have to replace this hanger when your derailleur's out. Your rear hanger can be off just a little bit. And this one is off. Here it's snug and tight. The screws hold it up there exactly where it's supposed to be. That's kind of nice having those screws in there. Not all systems do that. Oh, and while we're here, look at this. Here's those tabs for the rear rack that I was telling you about. The stuff that was nice and secure and heavy built and stuff. And here is the detachment for the rear wheel, the motor and stuff, which is over here. I took it off the bike so I could access these two goofy little screws. And it's a good thing I did. This side here was torqued down where it should be, but this side is not. And there really isn't any, it has torque washers on there, but it is only 750 watt, and that's what the other guys are rated for 750 watt. It's not a super powerful motor. It's legal. But yeah, this is less on by the acres, and look at this. We're slowly getting her together. As you notice, I'm not recording everything because I've got to go back and forth to the shop, to the kitchen, getting tools and stuff, because of course this little wrench here, Alan was not up in the kit, any of the kits that I have. But I have a set of these goofy little things, and it's come in quite handy. So here we are. That's the rear hanger. We'll let this out here nice and smooth and straight. And when you hold it up here, look up here like this, it's in line with this here, is in line with the rear frame, the rear swing arm. So hey, the other one was canted off. Oh, not a lot, maybe a 32nd of an inch or whatever. But you know, this one's nice and straight, so it's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Well, hope maybe I can talk him into sending me another one. Because this one here, the old one, was bent in. Oh yeah, you can see right there, it's pretty obviously bent there. Well, by eye it is. I don't know about on the camera. But yeah, it's kind of off just a bit. Get the angles just right. You can see the silly thing's bent. Oh well, I have a new guard that's going to go on here to protect this. Big old heavy hefty duty one that I got somewhere else. Hemingway didn't provide this, but I believe they mentioned on the website that they're going to have a derailleur guard on new bikes before they ship them out. So that will be an excellent thing. This is a common deal with a lot of guys. This one settled in just right, but a lot of people wonder what's going on. These here can be off just a little bit, and on the flats, the flat side of this here, axle are flats, not on the threads. You want to go on the flats with a crescent wrench and tweak this back and forth just slightly, and it'll move your axle so it drops down in here. And see here, the torque washers are down here where they're supposed to be. So that's a cool thing. And I'll show you over here on the other side. This side wasn't out at all. It went right in there. So this is standard, just the way she's supposed to be. For those wondering, you could take this nut off and you have a nice long axle on this side for putting a trailer towing thing on, a trailer connection. So there's people I've seen, they've asked about that a few times. And what I spoke about earlier was this guy here on the flats. Look at that. Torque washer exactly in. Get the light on here just right so you can see. And look at that. There's the torque washer. Is into the top of the slot exactly where it should ought to be. Well, that's where it was when I took it apart. And of course, here are 180 millimeter rotors. And of course, when you take out this back wheel, you don't want to press on your rear brakes because it'll push those pads together, and that's just an annoyance thing. So here we go. This is the back. Thank you. Yet another note. Look at this. Let me get a little broad light here on here. I guess that didn't help much. Let me get the light in here. And when you put this bolt back into the hanger, make sure you do it very carefully by hand with your right tool to start in straight so you're not cross-threading it, and you want to get in there just right. And here's this fine adjustment here that you can do later on, but from the factory they should be set to where they are pretty well standard. And as you can see here, here's that torque washer that I was talking about earlier. It's set on the top here. We haven't put the guard on here or the nut yet. But here we go. And they probably have a torque spec for this. But I'm just going to put it on there snug. It wasn't really super tight when I took it off there. It was just snug. Because this hanger is soft aluminum. Now, but look at this, how straight this guy is. And play, we got none. So we're going to be good to go. And now's a really good time to take a look at your rear cassette here. Freewheel, whatever you want to call it. To make sure nothing happened to it. It's looking pretty good. As I have seen times where some of them got a little close together in spots, and that will also cause difficulties, problems with shifting. But looky here, we got all in good shape, all in good shape.